Hello everybody and welcome back to Building Tutorials. And today I'm going to be working on building the airport once again. So last episode I built the front area here for where you drive up to get into the airport. And I think it looks really nice. I've got some windows here so you can see inside. I've got 3 different lanes over here to where you can get dropped off at. And then there's also a road here that goes back to the other road that ends up going nowhere. So it's not the best road, but at least it looks nice. Now today, what I want to work on is I want to work on building the actual airport area itself. I'm going to be working on building the front check-in area here. I also want to get the walls done, the ceiling, and the floor all done. So that way, in the next few episodes, I can work on doing the interior. And I'm going to be using a command for this. So one of the cool commands that we've got, there's a lot of cool commands in Minecraft, but one of them is the fill command. And I'm going to be using that today to kind of speed up building. I'm going to go ahead and do a test here just to kind of show you how it works. I'm going to fill this entire area here with smooth stone. So the way you do this, you do slash fill, and then you put in the coordinates. Now, on Bedrock Edition of Minecraft here, you can actually get the coordinates just by looking at a block. So I've looked at this block, and there's the coordinates up there. You can also do this manually by turning on the coordinates and getting them that way. But as long as you look at the block, it'll actually put in the coordinates of the block you're looking at. So I've put in the first corner coordinates are right here. And then this is the second corner's coordinates right over here. So when I put in whatever block it is, it will fill all of the blocks within this area here. So I want to do this with smooth stone. So now that I've got the coordinates put in, I need to now put in the value of the block that I want. And for this, I want to put smooth stone in. And if you don't know the names of the values for the blocks, you can use the Minecraft Wiki as a really good place to go to find the names for the different blocks for the commands. But now all you gotta do is hit enter, and it's just filled in all of these blocks with smooth stone. It'll tell you up in the top corner, it's filled 126 blocks. Now this area right here, filling in this is not a very big area, so it's not really that helpful to use the fill command here. But something like filling in this entire floor with a block is going to take a very long time, and that's where the fill command is going to come in handy. So what I wanted to use this for was building a wall for this. So this is made out of the polished black stone. So what I need to do to build walls, I need to get the coordinates of here. So if I put in slash fill, get the coordinates of this bottom corner block like that. If you press enter, it'll save the coordinates in there. And then you want to go all the way to this side, build up to the height that you want, which I got to figure out which height this was over here. I think it's 5 blocks high. Okay, so I've got the coordinates set up here. So I've got the first corner that's on the bottom, and then I've got the second corner that's up at the top, and then you put in the name of the block that you want to replace, which this is going to be a polished blackstone. All you gotta do is press enter, and that will build a wall. Now this will delete any other blocks that is in its way, so if there is something here, it would delete it. So now I can get the next part of the wall from right here, which will be these coordinates. And all you gotta do is hit tab, and that will put in the coordinates there. Hit enter, head up to the top block here of the opposite corner. And then if you hit up, it brings your coordinates back, put in these coordinates, and then put in the block you want. So that is now the first wall made. So now I can do the next wall, where if I get this coordinates here. Okay, so there is the wall put in for right here, just using the fill command. So that is how you can build this a lot faster, and it makes it so much easier than having to go through and put the blocks in manually. So if you have the ability of using commands this will make it really easy to make all of the walls and the floors a lot faster than having to do it like this, where you just go back and forth, put down all the blocks like this. So you can use the fill command for filling in any type of block you want. And it makes it really easy for building like large areas like this. Now, this entire building, I don't want it to be like entirely black. I wanted to put like a little bit of like white stripes in and also some windows throughout the building. But I'm going to add those in to the wall. And because I've got the wall set up like this, I can just go through, break bits out, and put like white bits in if I want to have like a white section here. So I could do that, and it makes it a lot easier than having to go through and build it one block at a time. So I'm not going to go through and fill in all the walls right now. I'm going to do the rest of that off camera. I just wanted to show how the fill command works. But what I want to work on now is building the front entrance area here. Now I got to figure out which block I want to actually use for the floor. I haven't figured that out yet, but I can use the fill command to easily turn all this dirt into whatever block it is. So I'm going to build a line. I guess I could try and use like that. I don't know if I want to have that as like the next section. I guess I could. So the security section is going to be in the middle here, and it's going to end right around this block here. So I'm going to mark this with the white quartz here. And then this section over here is going to be the waiting area, and also where you can get all the different shops, which are going to be over on that side. So this section here, I'm going to move this white bit to probably right about here. So from this spot here to over there, I need to fill in the floor. Okay, so I've got the coordinates saved in the commands, so it's ready for me to fill in the floor. I just got to figure out which block I want to use. I was thinking about possibly using like a wood floor or maybe like a stone floor, like maybe the polished andesite, and like have a pattern of like polished andesite and maybe like polished dorite. Could be pretty cool. So I could do that, or I could just do one solid block, because outside I do have this stone here as like the outside block. So on the inside I could have polished stone in here, kind of like, because I'm looking for kind of like a tiled floor, and we don't really have tiles. Okay, so I've looked at the blocks, and I think the best block to go for the floor in this first section, I think I'm going to go with the polished andesite. Now, I've already got the coordinates set up for in here. Now, andesite is actually one of the weird blocks, where the way you have to get it is you have to put in stone, and then you need to do the value, which the value for andesite is actually 6. So it's stone 6, and if you put that in, that will fill in the entire area with the andesite. So now that that's done, I've got my floor put in. Now I can actually go through and change this. So if I go and put this stone down, I need to get the birch doors back. But I can actually, now that I've got the base block put down for the floor, I can actually go through and add a pattern. So if I wanted to, I can take the dorite block. If I find the polished dorite here, I can actually go through and put sections of dorite throughout here. I don't know what kind of a pattern I want to go for just yet, but now that I've got the andesite put down here, all you got to do now is get whatever block you want to put in and just kind of like build the pattern from there. But I was thinking a good way of using these blocks is to kind of build like a pathway to the front desk. So the way the front desk is going to work is there's going to be kind of like a back room over here. So these conveyors are going to go straight through. So I need to get more of these smooth stone slabs. I should probably build these walls here. So let me go ahead and fill this in real quick. So I've got walls to work with. Okay, so I've got the walls set up here. I've got the conveyor going across. Now I do want to put in one more wall that goes along here. So I'm going to go and fill in this wall with the polished black stone. Where I could use the fill command here, but I can just easily build that wall really quickly. And I can even put in here, I can get glass so you can see. The bags aren't going to move, but you can have like little windows so you can see like the bags moving across. Even though it's not a working conveyor, you can't see them, but you would be able to see them there. The only thing I haven't really figured out is how I'm going to do this one, because it's right in the middle of the walkway, and I can't just build this across and have it go to the other side where it needs to go. I need it to go under the ground. So, the way I'm going to do this, I don't think we have smooth stone stairs. No, we don't. The closest we've got to smooth stone stairs is regular stone stairs, which I'm going to use these as kind of like the conveyor moving down. So, I'm going to put stairs going down into the ground like this. And it's going to go under here. This is going to get filled in. I could probably just use the stone block, which I can just grab it from over here. So I can use this as the conveyor that will go under the ground and end up on the other side. Okay, so I've got the conveyor going down now. So it goes down here, and it goes all the way over to the other side. Now the bags will end up over there, which eventually they're going to end up on the planes somehow over there. We're going to get them like sorted out, put them on the cart, and the cart's going to drive them over there to where they'll get on the planes. But this is how they're going to get across. That way it's not in the way of the people. This section right here, I'm going to build... I could even build this out of carpet. Might be better. Instead of doing stone, I could put like a different colored carpet in. Now I've grabbed some blue wool here that I can use for the path instead of having the stone. I don't know if this is going to look better, but I'm going to have this go all the way over to the desk, which the desk is going to be right here. And I'm going to build this out of wood. And then there's going to be the room behind here. So if I get the black stone and leave like 3 blocks behind here, and then this is going to be the room, and this wall's going to go probably right about there. I think will be a good spot to end this. So that way, this front counter area can go all the way along to right here. And then this is where you can get in on that side. And then I can extend this wool out to the front here. And I can also put in ropes. I wanted to have like a line set up. So I'm going to add that in. I have a cool way of actually doing this. So I'm going to go ahead and put in the wool like that. And now that I've got the wool set up to the end, I might end up changing that because I want to put the rope in. Now for that, I'm going to use colored glass panes. Okay, so this is what it looks like now. I think this looks a lot better. So now you can get up to the front here, and then everyone else can wait behind. I'm going to do the same thing on this side. I'm going to try and do the same kind of pattern. I don't know if I'm going to have enough room to do that. I could even have it go in the opposite direction over there, but I think I'm just going to go in this direction here and see if I can get the same pattern set up. So now that I've got the line area set up here, I got to work on building the front check-in area. So I'm going to have 2 different sections. There's going to be the first section over here where we're going to have people that will stand here in different booths. Now, for this, I could probably extend this blue carpet like all the way along here and line like multiple different sections up to be able to get your tickets. I think that's going to be best for here because we're probably going to have a lot of people wanting to travel, And we're going to need more than just 2 areas to get tickets. So I'm going to have this area over here where people can come and buy their tickets. And then there's going to be a section probably over on this side where if you bought like tickets online, you can like pick them up at like an automated system that will print out your ticket. And you just give them like a code number. So we'll have 2 different areas, buying tickets and picking up tickets over here. Over on this side, I want to extend this window out a little bit more. I'm going to go like every 3 blocks and then do another 4-block window there. This one is a little bit wider, so I'm actually going to get rid of 1 block. So now I've got 4 blocks there, 4 blocks over there. I should probably move this over 1 more so that there's 3 blocks of space on each side. So if I do that, move this one over, and then that way there's 3 blocks over there, 3 blocks over there, and then you've got the front counter. Now it's in the center. So that looks pretty good. The next thing I need to do is get the glass set up here. So this entire area, I'm just going to start by filling it in with glass, and then I'll break away the different spots after. So it's going to be 2 blocks of glass, and then up here I'm going to put another bit of wood on top. This is going to be solid wood here. I could even make this solid wood right there. So now we've got the window, and there's going to be every, I think, 2 blocks. I'm going to put like a little ticket section. Now right here, this will be 2 blocks, and then that one's going to get broken there. I think that'll be the best way to do this. So that's the ticket area pretty much done. The only thing I gotta do now is finish building this wall in the back, which this is going to be kind of like the baggage room. So all of the bags are gonna come into here. So if I get rid of this wall right here, I do need to get the other conveyor that's down here, which it's right underneath this wall apparently. So if I get this and bring it up, so if it goes to this block here, I need to go ahead and turn and make its way up into the baggage room here like that. So this is where the bags are going to come into. The entrance to this place, I guess I could put it like in this wall here. I think will be a good spot. So this will be the entrance, and then this is the entrance to the ticket area. So I'm going to go ahead and build both of these walls all the way up to the ceiling, which I haven't put the ceiling in. The only problem with this ceiling is I think it's a little bit too high for ceiling lights to actually work. Because there's a certain height to where if you build too high, the lights on the top won't actually reach the floor, and it really won't light up the room that much. It'll light up the ceiling, but not the room. Now, over in a building like the school over here, this is, I think, 4 blocks high. Yeah, this is 4 blocks high, which means in here, there's 3 blocks, and then you've got the ceiling. So this is a good height for being able to light up the area. Now, in the airport, it's 6 blocks high. So it's, I think, 5 blocks in total. So if I build, this is the roof here. This is 5 blocks, and then your light would be right there. So I'm pretty sure that's too high for the lights to actually do anything. We'll find out once I actually put in the ceiling and get some lights to see if it'll actually do anything. But that is the first kind of like ticket area set up over there. Now, the next thing I want to make is the auto ticket machines. And the way I'm going to do these is I'm going to grab a dropper is going to be what's going to dispense it. There's going to be a dropper. I'm going to get, I think a button would probably work. So I'm going to get a button. And then the base block is going to be the smooth stone. So we're going to have smooth stone. I'm actually going to move it over to here. And I'm going to put a few of these machines down. So we'll have 3 machines there, buttons on these. Actually, I might put the buttons on the side. Okay, so I've put in the wool for this section here. Eventually, I'm going to figure out like a path that you're going to follow. The path, I think, was going to go here. That goes straight along here. And then it goes this way. So eventually, I got to figure out where the middle is. And figure out which block I'm going to use for, like, the main path that you're going to follow. But that's what I'm going to work on next episode, is building the next section of the airport. But I think this is a really good start. So I'm going to go and end the episode here, so make sure to leave a like and to subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Goodbye, everybody.